Battlefield 6 is going to be getting another new game mode called Escort. This is supposed to be designed after the extraction mode in Battlefront. The same typical idea that you have in any escort mode in any first-person shooter out there. One team is on offense moving an objective to a destination, while the team on defense is trying to stop them. Of course, at the end of the round or once the objective is complete, you're going to swap sides and offense is going to defense is going to offense, and you're going to play again, of course, to see who wins the round. I was interested and kind of shocked to see that we're getting another game mode inside of Battlefield 6 because there's already a lot of game modes in the game. We already have, of course, your normal Breakthrough and Conquest, which are your real popular game modes, but we do have a lot of the modes they've added over the years, things like Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, Domination. We do have a new mode now called King of the Hill, which is similar to Hardpoint. You also have Rush, and now you have Escort. I'm going to be curious to see if they can keep these modes all populated. I would really love to see some smaller modes broken up into maybe just 2 or 3 playlists. So you have like Escort, Domination, maybe Rush in this playlist. You have Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Squad Deathmatch in another playlist, and you don't have a bunch of individual playlists out there. That way, depending on what you want to do, if you're a fan of smaller modes in Battlefield, that you just hop in and play those. I hope the player base stays and is just loving the game, and we have tons of different people playing tons of different things. That would be my ideal situation for Battlefield 6. You have your fans out there playing your big classic Battlefield modes like Breakthrough and Conquest, and you have a ton of people out there that love these smaller modes like your Dominations, like your Escorts, like your Rush, and those playlists are staying populated in full as well. That would be the best thing for Battlefield 6. And I do understand why they're making these smaller modes. Some people may not always want to play big modes inside of Battlefield. Some people may like the way Battlefield plays, likes the gunplay, likes the movement, likes the visuals, likes everything, but they're just not a big fan of big maps with vehicles. That's understandable. So having all of these different options is a good thing, but at the same time, I don't want to see them kind of just left behind if they're not very populated. And we know they have done that in the past. If you look back all the way to Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 2, of course, you know, your Battlefield 2142, in case none of y'all played that. That was a game a long time ago, of course, on PC, Vietnam. Those games had, you know, just your normal base game modes. What you kind of expect, pretty much all the way up to Battlefield 4. You had your Conquest, you had your Rush, then of course you may have had a Team Deathmatch or a Domination, but there wasn't a whole lot more than that when it comes to game modes. Then we started getting things like Breakthrough. Now we're starting to get even new small modes, and I'm assuming Escort's going to be a small mode, something like 8-on-8 or 16-on-16. I don't think Escort's going to be 32-on-32. But we even have, of course, like I said, the new King of the Hill, which is like that hardpoint mode. So you have a lot of small modes out there. There's 5 or 6 small modes inside of Battlefield 6, which is taking a version of the map and just kind of sizing it down. So I'm going to be curious to see if it works. If the idea of putting all of these smaller modes in there is something they think is going to draw more players in that it might not have if it was just the big modes. I'm going to wonder what the community really gravitates towards if you are a smaller mode player. Is it going to be something like Escort and Rush are really popular, but Team Deathmatch and Dom and King of the Hill are not? That's why I said I think they really need to have maybe just a playlist or two with these all combined into one playlist or two, because that would make it a lot more reasonable to me to get all of the modes played and also not have several individual playlists just kind of cluttering up the HUD there if no one's really playing them. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. Do you feel like it's kind of odd that they're having all of these small modes added into the game now? And we all know that shooters are different. No matter what shooter you play, every shooter is different. Some are arena style, some are more wide open like Battlefield, some are more realistic like Battlefield, or something even more crazy like Arma, which is very realistic. Shooters are all different. And having a lot of different modes here to appeal to a lot of different people, like I said, in my opinion, is a great idea. I'm just not sure if we will have the population that likes those smaller modes playing all the time, or if it's going to be more of what we expect, Conquest and your Breakthrough to really dominate, you know, the player base. That's what they're playing. What do you guys think? Do you like this idea? Do you think they should have not done this? Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and of course, I'll catch you all next time. Peace.